Hey guys, listen to my shot. Qbitec for Revit, this is the first plugin since for ages that really took my attention. From my experience, I really know the pain dealing with the huge point clouds, splitting files, reducing quality just to keep Revit running smoothly. Now forget all about that. With Qbitec, now just drop directly your point cloud inside of the Revit and start working. Simply, that's it. And more of that with built-in panoramic images. So, let me show you how we can convert the point cloud, right? Because there's, as I said, the Qbitec, they use their own formats, so they process the native point clouds. So what we can use? So we can use RCP, RCS, also these fantastic guys added such formats like XYZ and E57. So let me show you how we can do this. First of all, we have two options. We could, stream our point cloud directly from the server, POD3 server, but we are going not to proceed with this option because, as I said, we have some local point clouds. I already prepared the sample, and let me show you how we can work with that. First of all, you need to specify the folders where your converted files will be located. I already got the folder, as you can see here, and the next steps I'm going to convert actual point cloud. After that, we need to specify the location of the files. I will press open. Here's my sample. It's RCP. Because RCP collect some stance points with panoramic images. As soon as we have picked the file, we can see the short stat right here. That's amazing. Seriously, in this point cloud we have more than 920 million points. And this plugin automatically estimates the conversion time. Here's 25 minutes, but still that's pretty rough. What we're gonna do, let's just start conversion. As you're gonna see, here we have also a little countdown. That's the time that we saw already. The estimated time of the conversion. We have to wait. Now, keep in mind, these steps might take a few minutes, especially with such large datasets. But here's the great news. You only do this conversion once. After it's done, you could ready to use and stream in this point cloud directly inside Revit, whatever you want, whenever you want, with no additional loading or waiting time. Now, there is a few notes about the conversion resources. This conversion quite be demanding. For example, during my conversion, my PC used around 8 gigabytes or even more of the memory. So I would recommend at least 16 gigabytes of the memory, but honestly guys, who has less memory these days, I've got 32 gigs and for me it works perfectly. So when it's done, we can see a new card with the point cloud appeared here. We also have few fancy options here. First of all, what I really love here, that's a smart preview. Look. So delicious. Without opening any model, anything, just inside the preview window. Also have some small config button. It will show us the stats, the number of points, the dimensions, some kind of other data, conversion time that's took to convert this size, the current size, and the number of panoramic images. Let's keep going. Alright, let's dive and take a look what the tools Qbitec offers to work with such point clouds. So, first things first, let's insert our converted point cloud. Here we have some placement options, as the same in the basic Revit, so that the center, origin, and by shared coordinates. just for the sake of the demo, I will use center option. Oh my god, check this out. This looks beautiful. Now let's play around with these display options next here. So first of all, colorful mode, RGB. This is a basic simple mod that we have from the Revit. That's just nothing interesting. The next one, normals. The normal mode, this is cool here. It allows us to visually, from our human eyes, distinguish the separate planes and surfaces located in the point cloud. Now, the X-ray mode. This one just epic. Its look almost coast, transparent yet but detailed. It helps clearly see through the point cloud and making modeling and understanding of the model way easier. Just look. You can see every surface, but still it's almost transparent. So just to get the picture of the point cloud with all of the details, make it so simpler. Now this last cloud mode allowed us to separate the loaded piece of the clouds. I don't have another piece. Right, next we have these modes. Then this is the extra settings and presets that allow fine-tune the visual effects and more. Automatic, medium, with some kind of, let me go to the RGB, and fine. There's a small difference, but still it's so handy to switch between them so quickly. These fine-tuned settings. One of my favorite things, this is a point size. Let me actually make a step back and explain why this point cloud turns so smoothly and so fast. These plugins literally adapts the number of points shows based on your zoom level. So what does it mean? From far away, it reduces the numbers of points, keeping your view smooth and fast. But when you zoom in closer, more points appears, giving you extra details where they actually need to be. Another option here, you can adjust brightness as you want, contrast, and the next amazing things, you can make your point cloud transparent. This transparency level actually amazing. Seriously. Users of the Revit have been asking Autodesk for something like since forever, and these guys finally done it right. Oh yeah, and the next one is super handy button with just a one push switch off and on your point cloud. One more stuff here, it's also connected with visibility. This will allow us to switch one by one cloud if we have a few instances here. Let me insert one more. Here we go, we have two same instance right now for the sake of the demo, and we have two options. It's interactive, colorful, so we can manipulate with them separately. Alright, let's talk about Panorama Images. This is where this plugin gets really interesting. Usually to view Panoramic Images you have to use some external software like Recap, right? Not anymore. With this plugin, no. Qbitec built panoramas directly into Revit. See this button here, on off? It will turn on and off the camera position. These small spheres around the model, that's the camera position. Of course, not every point cloud has the camera stance points and these panoramic images, but still in the load option here that I've already showed you before, the setting we have panorama images, and there's small previews. Yeah, here's a number of our images located here. My point cloud had it. So how it actually works? That's simple. Each of these points represent a 360-degree panoramic images captured within scan. This tool is how you can access them. Let me show you. View panel, and now the Revit asking us select Qbitec panorama symbols. As I said before, these spheres, this is our symbols where this image is located. Let me pick something interesting inside of the building. And here we go. Navigation through these images is pretty simple. What I found, there's when you push the scroll button, it feels some kind of freezing. I don't know why. it's not so fancy, but instead when you press the right mouse button, it turns so smooth that it looks like you are in the movie. It turns so smooth that it feels like you are inside of this environment. Now let me go with another standpoint. One more time, I can pick view panel and Revit asking me for another point. I will choose this one, for example, and here we go. We are switching to another point. What is even cooler, you can keep this panoramic images view in separate tab, switching between your actual 3D models. So let me do this. Here we go. Actual point cloud and the images itself. I can do it for ages, seriously. So you can have it in the separate views and see how the modeling goes, the actual views, and make some measurement and adjustment. By the way, let's go to the measurement. This is a new point this guy added, this called measure points. It's not kind of measurement, but still it's points that you can connect to the actual cloud, because yeah, this plugin for now doesn't allow us to select the single points, yeah, or filter somehow these points or manage these points. So what the guys added from the Qbitec, you can add such points. As you can see, it's the actual families that binded to the actual point cloud. This one, for example, this and this, yeah, let's go to this, turn it a little bit, this, and switch off. So here are the points that we get from the cloud. Now you can bind to these points some families, dimensions, model in place and others, reference, or building a topo surfaces. So yeah, for the tools that's it, and I will say a couple more things that is not still so obvious and could be confused for the first time. What is not so obvious, but still, Qbitec added the point cloud, this converted point cloud, the same natural point cloud category in the Revit. What does it mean? So we could unpin it and move it. We could turn it and so on, like a simple instance of the simple point cloud. And and one more feature, you can see these spheres, they are binded to the cloud position. So wherever you are turning or moving this cloud, it's turning themselves too. That's the smart move. You don't have to group somehow or add anything else. Alright, you've seen it. No more splitting files, no more downsampling or jumping between tools and pano images. Everything happened just inside the Revit. Also, there's one thing that feels like a rocket science. Besides the local streaming and converting the point clouds, Qbitec allows streaming directly from now this source. So no download, no conversion, no local storage needed. Just connect and go. That's the next level collaboration. If you have tired of workarounds or faced unknown point cloud extension, this Qbitec plugin worth to try. Thanks for watching. Ciao!